Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just do want to apologize. I literally just choked on some water, so my voice sounds kind of weird, and that's like the water's fault. Blame God or something on it. Just don't blame me. Now, we're going to be comparing the 6S Plus and the 7 Plus today and figuring out which one you should buy. Now, all in all, the 7 Plus is supposed to be the better phone, but is it really? Let's find out. That was so corny, I understand. I don't know. Now, I want to say this before we go further. I've had both phones, okay? I've had both for daily drivers for actually around the same time up until this point. If we're looking on the outside, the exterior, the bodies are a little bit different. The fronts are pretty identical though, but the home buttons, they're just like completely different. There's actual button on the 6S Plus, but the 7 Plus obviously is just the vibration motor. So it's not really an actual button. I kind of like the 7 Pluses more than the 6S Pluses, but it's really not that big of a deal. They both have the same Touch ID technology. So now the backs are the main difference, okay? The 6S Plus has a little bit of the older design. It has the same one as the 6, the silver with the lines on it and everything. The 7 Plus, now I have the jet black one, and I literally love the way this thing looks. I just think the 7 Plus's design and forwards, the 8 Pluses as well, look really good compared to the 6 and 6S's and 6S Plus. But that's all preference. Now, we also have a dual camera setup on the 7 Plus. The second sensor on the 7 Plus allows you to zoom in a little bit more, but I also just kind of like the way it looks. Both cameras on the 6S Plus and the 7 Plus are 12 megapixels. And they're very good still. They're both very, very good cameras still. Both shoot 4K, but the 7 Plus is able to zoom in a little bit more into the photo than the 6S Plus. But honestly, both cameras are pretty similar. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but yeah, they're both pretty similar cameras. The fronts are 5 megapixels on the 6S Plus and 7 megapixels on the 7 Plus. I never use the front camera that much. I mean, my friends and peers tell me I'm too ugly to use it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, turning it on, we have iOS 11 on both devices. Technically speaking, if we're talking about the length of the phone, which, you can use, I would say the 7 Plus will technically last you longer because it should get an extra year of support. But like I said, it's only about a year. So if you love those software updates, then getting the 7 Plus might be, this might be a leaning factor towards it. The great thing about both phones, though, is that they both have 3D Touch or Force Touch, whatever you like to call it. It's a great feature. I feel like it's not talked about a lot, but dude, I depend on this feature all the time. Now, looking at a little bit more in specs wise, the 6S Plus has an A9 Apple chip, the 7 Plus has the A10 Fusion chip, and I do notice the 7 Plus to be a little bit faster, but gaming and everything performance, they will be overall faster on the 7 Plus, but just know that the 6S Plus isn't too bad either. And using both as daily drivers, I don't really notice a humongous difference from going from a 6S Plus to a 7 Plus, I'll be honest. Battery life is pretty good on both too, and honestly, I think I might have had better battery life on my 6S Plus. So once iOS 11 gets good, we're at 11.3 right now, and I still don't think it's at its full potential yet. But the weird thing is the 7 Plus has a bigger battery than the 6S Plus, and actually going one step further, the 7 Plus I believe has the biggest battery than any other iPhone that was ever released. The 7 Plus has a bigger battery than the 8 Plus, which is kind of weird, but just because it has a bigger battery doesn't mean it has a better battery life. It all kind of has to go down with software too, and iOS 11 is just not really too good on the battery life. The cool thing about the 7 Plus though is that it does come in an extra storage size, but it also gets rid of a storage size. So the lowest size for the 6S Plus was 16 gigs, but the lowest size for the 7 Plus is 32, and the highest for the 6S Plus is 128 gigabytes, but the highest for the 7 Plus is 256 gigabytes. Now you guys are going to complain and make fun of me about how I said gigabytes instead of gigabytes or something. It's just my accent. Some of us are from different countries, and if you're going to judge me on that, then I'm going to take you to court. So in terms of storages, they're pretty good, but the 6S Plus has a headphone jack. I know it doesn't really matter that much. For me, I thought it was a big deal when I went from a 6S Plus to a 7 Plus, but honestly, I got used to it in like 25 minutes. So if that's one thing that's stopping you from upgrading, I would probably tell you that it's a bigger deal in your head mentally than it really is. Just talk to your psychiatrist, he'll talk to you. Honestly, to basically sum up this whole debacle, the 7 Plus is definitely a great phone, okay? It's not a bad phone at all. It's one of the best phones you can still get. But compared to my 6S Plus that I used as a daily driver, I've used both, I couldn't really tell a difference, okay? I'm sure the 7 Plus is faster, but I just don't think it was like a humongous leap from the 6S Plus. But the jump from my 6 Plus to a 6S Plus was massive. I couldn't even use a 6 Plus right now, but my 6S Plus is still completely usable for my standards. If you have the money, definitely get a 256 gigabyte 7 Plus. That'll last you for many, many years. But the 6S Plus is still a very good phone. And honestly, if the 7 Plus was a perfect 10 out of 10 phone, which it isn't, but for this example, I'm just going to state it, I would say the 6S Plus would probably be like an 8.8 out of 10 or 88% of what the 7 Plus is. And in some cases, the 6S Plus is better, with retaining the headphone jack and the price per dollar, I would say the 6S Plus is a very good phone as well. So that's basically the ending point. I will leave links in the description for a 6S Plus and a 7 Plus. The cheapest prices I can find, I'll list them directly in the description. But if you want the best cases and screen protectors and all that stuff, make sure you go to flawlessphone.com. We have the cheapest prices for all that stuff and the best prices as well. The best products I can personally find. I put them on the website, so definitely check it out. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button though. If you guys agree with me or disagree with me, leave it in the comments section. I read every single comment. But please hit that subscribe button. That'll mean so much. Like when I wake up in the morning and then like I check my subscriber count and seeing that number go up literally makes my heart blossom. Like it's the greatest feeling ever. So definitely hit that subscribe button. That'll make me happy. Make sure you check out all the links in the description though. My second channel is in there, Lo-Fi Alpaca. I drop beats on there all the time. Check out my SoundCloud as well, soundcloud.com/simplealpaca. Sorry, that water I choked on earlier is coming up. But yeah, expand that description box and check all of it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And I hope I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.